Georges Seurat was born in France in 1859. He had two siblings and was raised by his mother. He would go on to lead the Neo-Impressionist movement, and he intended to improve Impressionism. He learned his skills at the École des Beaux Art School. He was influenced by both Monet and Pissarro. His interest in the science behind art, such as the art of new color theories, perception, and the power of line and form, would have him go on to use pointillism because of these new discoveries, which were mostly in optics. The first painting in our gallery is Bathers at Asnieres, completed in 1884 by Seurat. It was one of his first paintings. He made this piece during the Impressionist era, before his pointillism movement had even begun. When displayed to an Academy exposition in 1884, the judges became horrified by it and downright rejected it. This painting contrasts his similar painting, A Sunday Afternoon, in that the bathers in this painting are factory workers, and the bathers in the latter are in a higher social class considering their dress. This displays the class differences in France at the time. The working class, however, was able to have leisure time due to industrialization, modernization, and the regular work hour, as well as the development of a French middle class. This painting commented on the equalities of leisure activities, though their classes were different, as evidenced in Sunday Afternoon. As I previously stated, our second painting is A Sunday Afternoon on the Grand Jatta, Seurat's most famous work. Like the previous Bathers at Asnières, it is a divisionist painting, but this time pointillist. Pointillism is Seurat's most famous technique. It is the use of different colored dots very near each other. These colors are mixed by the eye when it is viewed, creating much brighter colors than the muddy colors of standard painting. Complementary colors are used to define figures in the object, and are used in the painting frame to bring about the right optical effect needed to view the painting. Bright colors, emphasized by the sunlight, are used to balance the asymmetrical composition. Additionally, most of the figures are seen in profile, showing Seurat's influence from ancient Egypt. As well as the previous painting, its subject is the middle class having leisure time. It is even on the other side of the river of Bathers at Asnières, but this time it is the upper middle class. Everyone except one is in formal clothing, and they are all almost solemn, despite having leisure, in a desire to bring control to Impressionism. It is also very large, counter to the small portable canvases of Impressionism, bringing even more order. Our third and final painting in this exhibit is Circus Sideshow, finished by Seurat in 1888. One of Seurat's more obscure pieces of art, this is a pointillistic piece with the characteristic small dots that pointillistic artists use in their paintings, which depicts members of the working class enjoying leisure time at a circus, listening to music in the form of a trombone solo. The mood is solemn, despite the fact that they are at a circus, with the mood of the painting possibly affected by the mood of the piece that is being played. In contrast to the previous paintings, this piece also has a darker color palette, but is still made lighter by the pointillistic style of the painting, which emphasizes the new and artificial lighting. This piece was chosen to be in the exhibit, as it too displays members of the working class enjoying leisure activities in a working class setting, similar to the two previous works of art. This work was heavily influenced by the creation of the Third Republic of France 10 years earlier, and the industrialization, modernization, and urbanization of France, especially in Paris, as a result. Now, being a state republic, the nation is completely run by Republican presidents, holding various overseas territories in areas such as Algeria and North Africa. New flourishes in the arts developed, with more and more people sponsoring new artists, especially the Impressionists and Post-Impressionists that lived during the time. To conclude our tour, Georges Seurat had a lasting influence on the art world for his development of pointillism. After his death in 1891, pointillism allowed for a new way to create much brighter than previously before works of art, as the one you see here, which is also a style that he influenced heavily, called Fauvism. He also inspired many other modern art techniques and forms.